But today we are going to be talking about mobility. Now, quickly, J-Mac, with regards to you, do you think that mobility is being able to be flexible or stretching?
I would define it more as a range of motion per joint.
Yes, there we go. Yeah. Yes, we've got educated people on the line. I love it. So most people, when they talk about mobility or those types of things, they think it's just about stretching and elongating the muscles or elongating your ligaments and tendons. Staying in a static stretch for an extended period of time is not beneficial to you. It's definitely not beneficial to your body, because all it does is it weakens those muscles and weakens those ligaments when you're actually going to try and do a lifting movement or something along those lines. How do we change that? Have you ever heard of the book called Become a Supple Leopard?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Bergner used to pitch that in his USAW lifting classes.
Yes. It's directed by or written by Dr. Kelly Starlett. And Giovanni, you there? Testing, 1, 2, 3. My volume is up, brother. Oh, you disappeared.
I think he just dropped out. And he was on. He'll come back on in a second.
Okay. Well, in that book, what Dr. Kelly Starlett talks about is he talks about the D2R2 method. And this for mobility I've started to utilize in my regime right now. And it's not only increased my strength, but it's also decreased the amount of pain in general that I've experienced through my entire body. So D2R2 stands for desensitize is number 1, then decongest, then repafuse, then restore. So if we go into each part of that model, decongest means evacuating the blood and the lactic acid from the muscles that you have worked. So things like foam rolling, like compression, like cupping, or no, not cupping, like scraping. Those are going to decongest that area, which gives you the capability to restore the blood into it, with the right type of supplements or the right type of nutrients in it. So after you've decongested, what do you do next? You move from that, desensitize. Sorry, after you've desensitized, damn it. Desensitize is reducing the tension and the what is the word I'm looking for? The sensitivity of that muscle and the fascia that you're going to be looking at. For example, my quads are exceptionally tight a lot of the time. It's one of the problems that I had, because when I was sprinting, I actually tore my sartorius muscle. What he focuses on there is when you roll the quad, you don't roll it up and down like most people do this way. You roll it side to side and working all the way down from the knee all the way up to the upper part of the hip. And what that does is, if you think about the fascia that's running underneath as a net or a compressive sock underneath your skin, it sometimes gets stuck. And that means that you don't have the right movement around there. When you're moving across, you're opening that up and releasing that so that it doesn't stick where it needs to be, and it allows your body to actually do the right things. It's kind of like, imagine your truck has a misalignment on a wheel and you ride that till 100,000 miles, your car's going to be messed up, right? This is what we're trying to avoid. Then we move from there to decongest. Sorry, you were trying to say something there, buddy? Okay. Then we move to decongesting, which is taking all the blood flow out of there, the lactic acid out of it, and removing that from the system. And then repafuse. Repafuse is pushing blood back into that muscle. So you can do that with cupping. You can do that by going into a sauna. All these things is going to put the nutrients and the blood flow back into the muscles. And the last part of this is called restoring. And how we restore these movements is we will do things that will activate them, like a dynamic stretch. So for example, if you're going to be stretching your hamstring, you're not going to be stretching your hamstring by just leaving it out there like this. What you're going to be doing is you're going through and you're tightening, pulling the actual muscle itself behind you, holding it for a couple of seconds and going down and then coming away from it and then re-engaging it. And what that actually does, it strengthens the muscle while it's elongated, which gives you more capability to be able to actually own those positions. The problem with most people right now is that we don't do the movements that we used to when we were kids. And that is an issue because it doesn't give us the full range of motion, like you specifically said when we opened this, range of motion to go through life or navigate life with the same sort of freedom that we used to have. We've literally turned our bodies into a cell. Our goal is to break out of that cell and to get back to it. And what I have in the actual app, I'm probably launching it today. We have that mobility program in there. It's quick. It's like 7 minutes per day for 3 days a week. You add that to whatever you're doing. You can even do it as a warm-up to your actual workout itself. For example, if you're doing legs for that day, you do the lower body spin up. Works wonderfully. What it does, it opens up the fascia in your feet, opens up the fascia in your abductors, your adductors, as well as your glutes, your hips, and your lower back. So you won't have as much pain moving through the day. Especially for you, J-Mac, because you sit behind the car driving like hours and hours and hours a day. This will help you, and it only takes about 5 minutes.
So what's your thought on something along the lines of like those 5-finger, zero drop shoes?
I like them, but don't run in them.
For me, I'm lucky. I lift at home.
Yes.
So I lift barefoot.
Nice.
99% of the time.
Good.
Like I had to laugh the other day. I was unpacking a box and I came across like 3 pairs of Olympic lifting shoes. 2 Romaleos and a set of Adidas.
Okay.
And actually, no, I'm sorry. There's a 4th pair. I have a pair of Reeboks that I had customized back when I first started CrossFit.
Jeez.
Like I haven't used lifting shoes in
forever.
4 or 5 years.
Damn. Good. Good.
I've just mostly been going like back to when I did my Bulgarian squat cycle, which was a squat every day.
Yep.
It was no belt, no knee wraps, no shoes.
And that's going to help you to really engage every single muscle group in your body. Your nervous system is going to work at a much higher level than people that don't do that, because that cushioning actually messes you up. I'll show you what I do. Have you heard of, what is his name? He was a UFC fighter, something Penn, BJ Penn.
Oh, BJ Penn, yeah. He's
so,
on the east side of my island.
Okay, there we go. He was doing some interesting training, Russian training and nervous system training. I don't know if you've seen these before, but he used these where they were standing on, it's just PVC pipe. They're standing on this PVC pipe and they're doing exercises while they're on the PVC pipe. What I've been doing with this is I will put my feet on them like that and stand at my desk while I'm working on the laptop. It's opening up all the fascia and the bones in your toes to restore them back to what they used to be. I've been wearing those messed up shoes for such a long time, and also small shoes, that my feet started to look like that, and you really want them to be splayed. So yes, coming back to the barefoot question that you talk about, I actually wear barefoot shoes when I work out. When I'm running, it's a different story though. What I found, I did 25 kilometers in that with the Spartan. I never had that many calf cramps in my entire life.
It's for me, I always have to find something with a wider toe box.
Yes.
As it is. So like early editions of like the Nanos from Reebok, like the 2s through about 4s.
Okay.
Were really the best for me. 10's not bad. I think they're on like number 17 now or something.
Damn.
And even the like original Metcons.
Okay. Yes.
Horrible to run in, decent to lift in, but at least gave a wider toe box for like plyometric use during CrossFit.
Beautiful. And when you were doing CrossFit, did you find that those shoes were actually helping you to get stronger, helping you to do lifts better, or do you find that your barefoot's actually doing better?
Barefoot it's better for me in compound lifts.
Okay.
So squat and deadlift, it's better for me. I mean, my heaviest squat with or without Olympic shoes was pretty comparable to each other. I mean,
Okay.
they may be within 5 to 10 pounds of each other.
Nice. But you can feel the ground, right? That's the main thing. When you barefoot, you can actually feel the ground.
Yeah, because the biggest problem for me on a lot of my lifts was shifting forward on the ball to my feet. So even just not having the shoes looking down, I get a visual cue better than I do if I'm in shoes.
Okay.
On which way my weight's shifting.
Perfect. Beautiful. Is there anything else that you have on mobility, brother, that you want to bring up or question?
No, I've got to get back now that I'm getting stuck back in the truck and driving more and more. Like you said, I've got to dig out my reverse hyper and just start using that a couple times a week to kind of lengthen out and stretch out my back.
Yes.
It's honestly one of the greatest mobility and strengthening things I have in my entire gym, and it's sad to say it's my least used.
Is it ironic how that always happens?
Right. It's the squat rack's always there. It always gets used, but it's the other stuff that you have to fold up and put it to the side. It has room in the garage there. But no, I think for me, it's just getting back to even a type of stretching.
Okay.
I'm one of those ones, like I remember even like the prime part of my CrossFit time, I had one time I had to go in and coach a 6 p.m. class. I got off at 5 from my bank teller position at the time. Blacks and an Aloha shirt, and went and pulled 465 off the ground, dead in dress shoes, because a couple buddies of mine were there early just kind of working on deadlifts and whatnot. So it was kind of one of those, oh, you can't do this. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Completely ice cold and pull this off the ground.
Well, that just shows how good your muscle elasticity is. Because for it to be able to handle that load without tearing, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, in my 30s, I was in far better shape than I am now in my 40s for sure.
We'll get you there. I'm closing on 40, so I understand.
We're doing CrossFit 5 to 6 days a week, so
okay.
Or coaching a big lifting or something like that. So there was always a lot of warm up, a lot of stretch.
Nice.
Honestly, even just something as simple as spending like a couple bucks and getting like a 5-foot section of PVC pipe, doing pass-throughs has done wonders for my shoulders.
Okay, yes, these ones where you go over and over.
Yeah.
They're so good. Yep.
And going to a supinated or a reverse grip and doing it as well.
I have not done that. I don't know if I can. Holy crap. No. That seems a little difficult for me.
It's funky feeling, I think, is the best way I can say it politely.
Okay.
No, that, and like even for me, I had a band, like I've got resistance bands and one of them broke. My wife's like, oh, we're going to throw it away. I'm like, nah, I'm just going to use that now for stretching purposes. Instead of it being in a solid loop, I've got it in basically one long piece. So.
Yes, beautiful. And you can use that as voodoo floss as well if you want to, depending on how thick it is. Wrap it around a particular part of your body and take all the blood out of it and then put the blood back into it using that.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
So let me show you. I've got this, for example. So if I have a tricep problem or a forearm problem, I'll use this, and what I'll do is I'll do a wrap that goes 50% coverage with 50% tightness. So you'll do that in your forearm, and then you'll start to do movements like that to kind of get the blood out of it and it breaks up the fascia. Works really well.
Okay. Yeah. No. Other than that, I mean, it's the simple stuff, like
Yes, buddy. Peanut.
lacrosse balls and stuff like
Yes.
that. Just that kind of stuff. And the other thing that's actually honestly been a big help has been my GHD. Just being able to kind of lay on it and really stretch back
Mm-hmm.
has been great. But I mean, let's see if I can turn this camera around.
Definitely post that in the group.
Yeah.
Post that in the group
Oh,
about
there
the GHD there, buddy.
Yeah, so I've got my reverse hyper right here.
Yes.
Nice and all folded up. I gotta get rid of that floss background. What the heck?
It's got a blur background on there. Yeah.
There we go. So this guy.
Okay.
It's all nice, neat, folded up. I gotta dig it back out.
Get done.
But
that's the gym setup of note, man. You've got a good gym setup, brother. Hell yes.
Yeah, just come together over the years and kind of get some more kettlebells. Heavier dumbbells are in the back.
Nice.
And get the plyo box. Like I said, I've got to give up space to other people.
The story of our lives, brother.
But it was nice to pick that up for free from a neighbor. He's like, hey, my wife's not using this. You want it? I'm like, yes,
sir. Nice.
So, yeah, it's just been a couple years worth of just building this all out.
Beautiful.
But the other thing I got to start doing a bit more of, too, is just free hanging.
I have not done that in a while. So are you doing that for the stretching of your spine, or are you doing that for releasing the lats?
More so for just kind of decompression.
Okay.
Just kind of hold as long as I can, which is usually probably about maybe 20 to 30 seconds if I'm lucky.
I don't believe that. The size of your forearms? Come on, bro.
Nah, trust me, it's not there. But I'll do that, or what I'll do is I'll move my adjustable dumbbells that go up to 55.
Yeah.
And I'll turn them sideways, kind of put my feet under those, and then grab up in not big on a traditional pull-up.
Uh-huh.
I'm not as strong as if I go a supinated.
Okay.
So luckily, I'll show you, I've kind of got both.
Yes. Okay.
So I use those center line ones with my feet under the weight.
Yes.
And kind of pull myself up.
With the weight holding you down.
Holding me down.
Okay. So you can kind of realign your spine 100% nicely. Okay.
Yeah, you'll kind of get some good little snap, crackle, and pop sounds out of that.
Very cool.
So,
thank you for sharing that with me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Can you share the thing that you said about the supinated in the group as well? Because I think a lot of guys will get some benefit from that. Show them how you do this one. Because that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll get a piece of PVC this week and I'll put it out.
Sweet. For sure. Because I know that I haven't tried that, but I know that if I can try and get these to go over, it will help with a lot of mobility overhead.
Let me try this. See if my boys will work. I picked him up a 5-pound dumbbell.
There we go.
Obviously, normally.
Yes. Jeez, that's.
It's been forever since I've done that.
Even that's really good.
Putting it behind your back.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And trying to come back over. Back in my CrossFit days, I used to be able to pass it up and over. So that's how far off I've fallen.
That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
It hits all upper here.
Yes.
Coming over the top.
So that's why you have such good shoulders as well. Okay, that makes sense.
Shoulders have always been one part of my body I can grow.
Nice.
I don't know why.
CrossFit, definitely.
I don't even do a lot of shrugs or anything like that anymore.
But you got traps that are giants.
So, but no, the other good thing I found, and that I used to work a lot with people was sandbag work.
Okay.
So I've got, let's see here. So that's 50.
Nice. 100.
That's 150.
Oh, geez.
And basically having that in the front squat position, it will correct your flaws in how you distribute your weight, because you will feel yourself teetering, and it really forces you to have to keep form.
Okay. Intriguing.
So
I'm gonna try that.
See how it's just us gals here.
Yeah.
I think I can still do this. 1 second. You know, some crud off me.
You're also cold, bro. I remember that.
What's that?
I say, remember that you're also cold. You haven't warmed up yet.
I know. Yeah, that's usual.
Oh my goodness. 150 straight up? Jeez, you're a beast.
So, let's see.
That's great form as well.
We're
Holy
over
crap.
here. I don't know if you can see this or
Yeah,
not.
yeah. You're looking good, dude. Holy shit. Okay.
It's not bad for 240.
Yeah.
It'd be better at 200, but we'll go at 240 for now.
For now, we'll get you there. And you in Timberlands as well? What the hell, bro? Freaking hell.
Oh, these are my forge boots. So basically, it has to force you to go straight up and down.
Nice.
Too much forward, it's gonna pull you. Too much back, you're gonna flop.
Yes.
So it really keeps everything straight over the heels.
Eccentric. Beautiful.
And driving through. So.
Damn.
Been a blessing and a curse.
That. Hopefully, well, at least you're going to be prepared for when they tell us to do squats and stuff at the forge. Definitely.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try to.
Yep.
Told my wife I have to get back onto the training program. That's why I made sure I got my butt out here to the plunge this morning.
Yeah. Same here.
Then did the bike, but gotta waiting for the kiddos and stuff to get home. Drag them out on a ruck with me.
Good stuff. Hell yeah.
So.
Well, awesome, my brother. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the conversation, dude. It's been awesome.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Like I said, if I can make these, I definitely will.
Yeah,
So.
they won't. I promise you, they're never really late, and they're very quick. They usually go for half an hour or less. I give the information unless people give me more questions. But other than that, it will be less than half an hour, in and out. Here's what I'm talking about today. If you want to attend, attend. If you don't want to attend, don't attend. But I'll always make sure there's an agenda with what is pertinent to you, because I'm not going to talk to you about strength training or something along those lines, or CrossFit, when you already know everything about CrossFit. Why would I talk to you about that? But if it's something that you don't know, then yeah, for sure, attend.
Yeah. No, and I mean, I'm happy to impart any knowledge I got to anybody who ever needs it. So
Beautiful.
it's, if you need an extra source or you have a question, I'm happy to try and give you an answer if I got one.
I'm going to use that. Definitely will. Awesome, brother. Well, have a good day in regards to the wife and the kiddos.
I haven't.
See you tomorrow.